Hello, world. We made it. We're a few minutes late, but we had 7 cameras to figure out, and that is a bigger feat than you could ever imagine.
I'm always the problem child.
You're doing great.
You're doing great, Kristen. Well, thank you, everybody. We're here to celebrate our Love is Love design kit with some of our favorite friends who contributed to the kit. James was the mastermind behind this kit and the royal coordinator to make it happen. And then we have Thornton from Allegory Gallery, who contributed a beautiful heart pendant that I'm looking forward to making with today. Kristen, of course, is our graphic design genius here at Softflex and also helps put together all of our kits. And then Nealay Patel from SilverSilk and More contributed some of his beautiful pipe chain. That's what it's called, right?
Yes.
Pipe chain? Yes. Which I used in my video 2 weeks ago. You can find that right on our YouTube channel for replay. And then we have Sam from Sam's Bead Shop, and he contributed the much loved and adored beautiful rainbow cubes that everybody's been going wild about. We sold through all of the ones that we have, so hopefully Sam has more for you.
Oh, ours went in 4 seconds also.
Oh,
everyone needs cubes.
They're pretty fun. It's a pretty fun shape. So we do have 14 kits left, I think. So if you like what you see today,
it was 9
to get a kit.
Definitely 9.
Oh, I'm sorry. Only 9 lucky people will get a kit still. So you can find those at softflexcompany.com. But we are going to all be opening up our kits and just making together. So I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to switcheroo their cameras, and I'm going to just do some chit-chat talking on my own. So today we launched our Great Bead Extravaganza Midsummer Market kit. So Midsummer Market with the Great Bead Extravaganza is coming up next month, and you can get your kit now. I don't know if someone's sound changed in the move over, but at any rate, you can find that at softflexcompany.com. That is our most limited kit that we sell. So if you want to get one of those, do it quickly because we don't make as many of them as we do our regular kits. And all my co-presenters here, make sure you turn off your volume on any second devices so that we don't have any feedback. So what else is happening? Along with that kit, you can also get some matching bead strands. There is a matching bead mix that is not in the kit. It is a separate purchase. We also launched a trio that matches the materials in the kit. So there's a lot to check out on the website today at softflexcompany.com. And I can't even remember, what is our sale? Oh, and we have a sale on all of our rainbow items. So we did a curated section, and all of that section has an automatic discount when you put things into your cart. That probably includes the Love is Love design kit, the 9 that are left. So if you want to get one, do it quickly because now I'm realizing they're probably discounted. Okay, I'm going to flip back to everybody. And look, it's like magic. They all got their screens together. Are we missing somebody though?
Well, I have a second stream, but I didn't add it yet.
I think we lost Sam.
Sam's gone.
Oh, Sam is gone.
There he is.
Hello, I'm back. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sam.
I was just gonna take a back seat at a certain point. I'm kidding.
All right. That's pretty good, right? I'm going to just bring Kristen and I down to the bottom here because you won't see much of us. We're just using our second screen basically for our audio. But I'm going to keep all the screens up unless somebody has something they really want to point out or show more closely. Let me know, and then I will click to make your screen larger.
So I did something out of the ordinary, and I took one of the spares and I did my own thing with it. So I did resin,
Ooh. Let
and
me.
then
That's beautiful.
Wow.
I gotta find you in the grid here. And then you can show us that more closely. Look at that.
That's amazing.
So
I
it's-
love it.
it's got resin on it, so it's like a cab now. And then there's the back.
Wow.
It's the sparkliest thing in the world. I tell you this.
Tell us
It's
how
like-
you did that exactly.
What?
Tell us how you did that exactly. How did you get the resin to sit on top? And like, did you just paint it on?
Well, so like resin, you can get a couple of different. I got the UV resin, so you just paint it on or like squeeze it on with your little tube, and then spread it out, and then you put it under the UV light, and it hardens up like within a minute.
Oh, and you made it double
That's
sided.
cool.
I did, yeah, because I'm gonna wrap it.
Oh my gosh, that's really cool. UV resin. I haven't tried that or heard of it before. That's
It's
awesome.
really fun.
You're
Like I
gonna
think,
wrap it with the craft wire? Is
yes,
that what-
ma'am.
Whoa. Did anyone else do any pre-work, or are most people just shooting from the hip today?
Well, I did
Yeah,
this, and it's a primitive heart, which is in its original state.
Nealay, I love the minimalism.
I mean, speaks to me.
It looks great.
I painted my heart. So these hearts are from Allegory Gallery. And I love this shape, by the way, Andrew. I think it's such a fun, great heart shape. And I just painted it with all of our ultimate paints.
I didn't know we were supposed to
Right
do
now.
homework.
No, I,
Neither did I.
That wasn't a thing. It's just
No.
you
I'm
know.
with you, Andrew.
I had a video Monday, and that's what I did. So,
We're kind of a no rules kind of a crew. I don't know. We very rarely give rules to people when they're coming on. So whatever you do is fine.
I
No.
would have done like bedazzled some stuff beforehand.
But Andrew, we know how good you are in the minute. You know,
Okay. That's like everybody else is like, oh, I'm already halfway done. After I'm catching up.
I'm not almost done.
Sarah
I'm
didn't
having fun
do it.
organizing my beads here, though. I ran out of trays.
Oh boy,
Then you put Sam's beads.
too many
somewhere.
beads for.
So
for
many,
the-
but I'm probably going to end up using like only 4 of them. I need
That's
to make
usually
this project
operate.
big and rainbowy.
Well, I think I'm going to paint my pendant. And then I was kind of thinking about finding my inner Candy Cooper and seeing if I could collage on top of it. But I'm not sure. I've never done this before. I've only done it on paper. So I'm not sure if this is going to go on top of the Ultimate Paint okay, or if it's going to be a problem. But I'm going to try it.
That whole collage idea was what made me do the whole
Whoa.
project that I did.
You're trying to steal my idea?
I think I went a different direction.
Oh well, I feel like I steal a lot of Kristen's idea unintentionally because our
Yeah,
designs end up
Nealay.
always looking the same.
Same for me. It's like, what came first, the Kristen or Nealay?
So I have this cool card that I got from my best friend for my birthday, and I was thinking maybe like Dare to Sparkle or Dare to Shine might be kind of nice on top of it. So I'm going to cut that out and play with that.
I have a question for Andrew when he has availability over there on his busy table.
Not only can he not plan ahead, he has to answer questions.
Because I know he has lots of
I know what
ideas
he's
for how he paints the pendants. So I was hoping he could share to folks with the kit what paints work well with his laser cut pendants.
Oh, that's a good question.
So these are they are plywood. So they use an adhesive to put the sheet to the MDF core, so it kind of makes it a little bit waterproof, which is nice. However, when you're doing paint, it makes it a little bit tricky. So Vintage Patina paints and the creative, what's the one y'all have?
The
Ultimate
ultimate
paint.
paint.
Ultimate paint.
Yeah.
That sticks
That's
as
what-
well. And then I can show you how to prep it if you're going to use like acrylics.
Ooh, that'd be nice. And Andrew, you have these pendants in like 1,000 different shapes, right?
Maybe like 10, but I maybe more soon
Oh, okay.
because we're adding more every day.
Oh, good.
I
Andrew, a
noticed
laser cut machine sounds like way too much fun. Like
It
I
is.
would just be sitting at it all day long, cutting
That's the
cutting
danger.
with fire. Like it's just fire. It's essentially it's amazing.
Yes, you have to come out and make some stuff.
Ooh, that sounds like a fun invitation.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I could turn down that offer.
Right?
Well,
Wanda-
wait till we have running water and a toilet at the cottage.
The basics.
That's a good plan. I have
Well-
Wanda here saying that Sam is asking Andrew a question to slow him down and throw him off.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Not a competition. It is not a competition.
Oh yeah,
This is a friendly beading game, guys.
I see how it is. Hunger Games up in here. Here, I thought it was just like friends hanging out. Instead, I have to-
lure you in.
So to circle as to why you don't have plumbing, maybe you could explain what Star Cottage Studio is.
just so that people don't think that I'm like
Right.
fuck it.
Yeah. I'm gonna save you from that reputation. Yeah.
Well, people talk. It's all right. So we recently, as of 1 year ago, purchased a schoolhouse that's over 100 years old, and we're converting it into my studio and the shipping department for Allegory Gallery. So,
But
yeah, so it was a retail location before, so they didn't have to have a bathroom. So they had an outhouse, which is fun and exciting.
it's not.
But so yeah, so we're saving up and working hard so that we can put indoor plumbing into this building.
Which will be so nice in the winter, I imagine.
Correct.
Oh man.
Is there anything
Alright.
currently in the building?
Huh?
Is there anything currently in the building?
My stuff. And me.
Yeah, he's already making in there.
Yeah, so it's already set up as a studio.
Yeah, we've been working really hard, mostly because we have to. They had some photographers come out for us, and I couldn't have it like shantytown style. So, yeah, I had to clean really hard.
So Brooke is
During
saying,
Pride Month?
we go with the poop stories.
Oh boy.
I know
Sarah
that happens
asked.
a lot. It happens a
No,
lot
what
on
was
your
I
videos,
thinking?
I
Andrew.
tried hard. I spoke at the Snag conference, which is a very esteemed group of people, and there's hundreds of people, and I had to work in one poop reference just for Sarah, and then so I
Why wasn't
did,
it there?
and then I said that was for you, Sarah.
Just in case you're listening.
Just in case this is video recorded.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
That's funny.
I think they're gonna
I'm
have
not
to
even
edit
gonna ask
mine.
how you brought it in. I'm just gonna let it lie where it's at.
Well, and then I sent her kids' poop in the mail.
Yes. We
Kids
still need to
for-
make thank you cards for that.
That's okay. I could just
Wonderful little
do that now.
I think they've got like elephant poop paper, Sarah. So you can maybe do thank you
Oh.
cards on that.
That's a theme.
Oh, that's an idea.
Ooh. You
Oh,
can Thank you, though.
Someone's asking, does the paint only work on wood? No, the ultimate paint works on metal and leather and a bunch of other stuff too. Let me see.
so I'm seeing one of these sides has a coating and one does not.
They both do.
Oh, so will
I
the
feel
paint
like
stick to it? How's it
Maybe.
gonna-
So I'll show you real quick because I'm ready now.
Okay.
All right. So this is the wood. Here's some sandpaper. This is 200 grit sandpaper, but I've used a lot, so it's more like 400 grit at this point. And I'm just gonna lightly buff it with the sandpaper.
Mm.
This is also nice because it takes down the hard edge of
Mhm.
and then just do lightly on both sides. What this does is provide a tooth for the paint to stick. And tooth is like the grippy pulley, so it doesn't just like wipe off. And then once I'm done sanding, I'm gonna take and clean my pendant. And I'm just gonna do that with a little bit of alcohol. And you don't have to use this, but it dries very quickly this way.
Oh.
And cleans off any finger grease.
oh, that's good.
Is that what you did, Kristen, to paint yours?
Nope. I just went right for it.
Oh.
Is that why when I used the acrylic stuff, it was kind of sticky and it didn't dry very quick?
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah, the ultimate paint did okay. I did it with the silicone brushes first. Some of the colors, like the purple, was a little bit more difficult to stick to it. So then instead of using the brush, I just opened the paint and used the tip and just went right from the tip onto the piece. And that stayed. Almost like an enamel. It kind of just like sat on there and dried well.
The only paint that I've found that you don't really have to prep the surface with is the vintage paint, which is our patina paint, which they discontinued. So I don't know if the formula is similar or not because I haven't had a chance to play with it.
Yeah.
I think it probably is. I think it probably is pretty similar. I can tell it's not the same, but there must be some similar properties to it.
I think they made it a little bit more translucent, is what I heard.
It seems that way, yeah.
So what I'm doing now is I'm just painting on some gesso. Gesso is basically calcium carbonate that's been put in an emulsifier. So it preps the surface. It's kind of like primer.
Cool.
So is black gesso like the same stuff, only with like charcoal?
I think they just add a pigment to it. But I like black gesso.
What are you doing, Nealay? I see like a whole bunch of beads getting connected.
Yeah, I just did a little like wire wrapped. I don't know what I was gonna do with it.
Can we have a zoom in on that?
Oh, that's
There's
fun.
something magical happening there.
Yeah, let me pull in on just you so we can look at it.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I can't really wire wrap stuff to save my life, but I can twist wire together. So I just ended up doing a little teardrop with the pipe chain because it gives a clean edge, and then just did wire. I don't know what to call this.
Fun. I would call it fun.
So the painting comes
It's
in other
free
colors.
form squiggling.
Yeah, I was just squiggling with wire. Whoops.
Can you show us some of the other colors the pipe chain comes in? Would that be
Sure.
convenient?
Let's see.
Convenient.
I wonder if I can make a rainbow out of it.
Ooh, let's do it.
Neat. See if I can challenge because I got them all behind me.
Sarah, I was curious if you were going to come with a rainbow of soft flex ready to show us.
Oh my gosh.
We're missing a couple of key colors.
I have on
Really?
my rainbow softflex earrings I made before we discontinued our beautiful yellow.
Yellow and orange. Yeah.
I don't know if this is the right rainbow order. I
pretty
should look at
close.
our color shirts again. But yeah, I have currently 10 different colors in it.
Yeah, did we point out to all of you that we figured out how to beat a rainbow, that we're each wearing one of the colors?
Oh,
I know, we should have
really told everybody about that.
Maybe at the end, if you stick around to the end, you'll be able to see. But we're all wearing a specific color. So I'm purple. Who's blue?
Oh, I'm blue.
And
That's
then
Sam.
who is green?
That's
Nealay,
Nealay.
that's you.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, sorry. I was still on camera and I got nervous.
And then of course this person you can see is yellow. And she went shopping last night to be yellow.
Yeah, I needed to be yellow.
And who's orange?
Me, orange.
And
That's
then
Andrew.
Mickey Mouse Club.
James is red. Yeah. Let's see.
I
Wanda
tried
says,
hard with my
Sam's
keyboard,
blue.
though.
I am shocked. Shocked, I tell you. You wear a lot of blue, Sam.
I did request to be blue, but I also had the idea of the rainbow, so I got first pick.
Yes, that's true.
That's
I
true.
know.
Idea.
It was a great
Right.
idea. It was a genius idea, Sam.
I bet some folks noticed when we started the stream.
Yeah.
I'm confident that there were
Where-
some folks
where
paying
are-
attention.
Our observant watchers out there.
Right?
Wanda
Kristen
doesn't
was
miss a beat.
very excited about your idea.
I was.
Oh, really?
I was like, you were like, I don't know if that's genius or not. And I'm like, oh yeah, totally genius.
I said genius or
Completely.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
And I
what
was
it was.
leaning towards crazy. But I'm glad you felt the other way.
For those who
I was
watch
like,
Kristen regularly, she almost always matches what she's going to make that day. So this worked out great.
and now that I went out and got yellow, I had every other color except yellow. So it was almost like I had to go get yellow. So now I've got all of the colors in my wardrobe. At any moment, I can wear any color. And that makes me really happy. So thanks for that, Sam.
I'm so glad. That thrift store must love
It's a
you.
good one. It's a good one. Oh, I took my mom there. She was here visiting last week. Because everything she said, I like that. I said, I got it at the thrift store down the block. So she goes, well, I guess you're going to have to take me there. And I walked out with like a handful of stuff and she couldn't find anything. But I'm like, I guess it's just my store. I don't know. I can't walk out of there without like a handful of things.
That's a really pretty dress.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well,
Thanks.
I had a cuter
Yeah.
top, but it was like 100 degrees here, so I changed.
oh,
Luck-
is it hot there? It's like a heat wave, right?
It's like 90 something.
With humidity.
Yeah.
Probably more.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Yeah, so I luckily found a nightshirt that I turned backwards so that it didn't have like roll stains on it.
Thanks for dressing up for us.
I tried, and then I was like, dude, I'm sweating, yo. It's uncomfortable looking. It's not working.
Yeah. It was nice that everyone played along. It was a great idea.
But what I lack in wardrobe, I definitely made up in scenery.
I noticed
yeah,
that a lot of stuff
thought
you have
that
is
back-
orange.
I had to dig high and low for all that stuff.
It was
you'll have
very
to show us
thoughtful
more closely
detail.
when you turn your camera around.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was a background or you had rearranged your entire setup for this.
We rearranged the entire setup.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's dedication.
Right.
See, I didn't get to make my resin pendant like some people,
Right.
can, but I decorated.
I took down my ugly whiteboard.
Yeah. James has a whiteboard with all of our kit names for the rest of the year on it behind
I
him.
was just gonna ask, did the whiteboard have like secret information?
before the video.
Well, actually, I haven't updated it since January, so no.
Oh, they're all old kit names.
Oh, it's all old?
It
Wow.
is.
Time capsule, y'all. Time
Something
capsule.
else.
A whole other.
I was curious if we were actually beading today, or I was also thought there was a high chance we were just going to chat on end
What?
for an hour.
I mean, is that bad?
I mean, we
That's
all
okay.
could. I'm
There
sure.
was a part of me just hoping for that because there's really cool people on this stream who I want to talk to as much as possible, but I can also bead. I'll attempt to bead at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I like to bead.
But but you're also a really good multitasker, Sarah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't count and like talk and bead.
Right.
If anyone watches my videos regularly, they're always catching me on, Kristen, that's not the same. You don't have all the right pieces. I'm like, oh yeah, I was talking. Sorry.
That is why I prefer to pre-record.
Yeah, who wants James to do more beading videos? Sound
Hush.
off in the comment.
Oh no, James was totally set up there.
I know.
It's
It's
like
no
a
fair.
hook, line, and sinker. Right?
Yeah.
You
You should have
brought
just
it
stayed
up.
quiet, James. You wouldn't have been picked on.
I'm having technical difficulties. Bye.
I
James
love
and I
your
will start a
beading
show
videos,
together.
and I miss them so much.
Oh, James has some of the best videos on our YouTube channel.
It does.
I don't know about that.
If you like Craftwire, you can find them on our YouTube channel. James is just so busy doing procurement now and being boring.
Yes, that's what it is. Yes,
I think he needs to
definitely.
rename his
Boring.
job.
Not any
Procurement's way
videos
too
anymore.
It's not
You're getting a lot
awkward.
of love. You're getting a lot of love for your videos, James.
Oh, thanks, guys. I can't see it, but I know it's there.
Yeah. You can feel it, can't you?
I can. The comments are hitting me in the back of the head.
It's like a Care Bear
What
stare.
are you doing? What's Sam's screen? Sam, what are you up to?
Are you about to put me in the spotlight, Sarah?
Yeah.
Oh, she did it before you even knew.
Are you
Oh,
making
that's
the
great.
Pretty.
list you posted a picture of?
Come again? Oh yes, this is the one that I finished last week using just the cubes from the kit.
Ooh.
So those are all at the top, and then
I
it's
love
literally-
that.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Great.
This anyone can make this because it's literally just bead soup. I just went because my beads are mostly organized by color, so I was able just to grab a few in each color. I ended up doing a 7-color rainbow, which is not the original Pride rainbow, so that it would be an odd number and kind of hang a little better.
It looks nice. Yeah.
But then these
I
are
love
just
that.
those tier cast spacer bales, and then it's just finished off with some seed beads. Because I wanted a rainbow piece that didn't feel too kitschy, like that I'd actually want to wear.
Mm-hmm.
So I brought in some of the bronze tones and wrapped it in copper. And it has actually been a piece that I've been drawn to wear a few times since making it.
Awesome. It looks great. And
Well,
those
thank you.
cubes were so popular.
Yeah, I can't believe. I mean, have you seen folks have been sharing what they've been making with the cubes? It's so cool to see.
So what's coming up at Sam's Bead Shop that we should know about?
Oh my goodness, it always feels like there's a million things going on.
Mm-hmm.
But the main things, let's see. I mean, our bead box keeps us plenty busy these days. So we just shipped out our June box,
Mm-hmm.
kind of kicking us off, kind of as our first summer box.
Cool.
And folks are starting to get that, and that's been very exciting.
I've been seeing a
And-
lot of good comments about your June box. Yeah.
Right, we're gonna reveal it on Friday. Folks have been sharing from the May box, which was all about like pastels and whimsy, and just had like lots of cool check shapes, like lots of owls and elephants and just fun things like that. And that was, I think, might have been our most popular box. I mean, as far as just seeing folks' responses to it, that was really cool to see when folks get their, when folks just get their beads and just we want to just start making. That's at the end of the why we're all doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was just really special to see that folks responded to that so nicely. And I made a whole bunch of pieces out of that box. I don't know what's nearby. See, the color, these are the colors. This is a pair of earrings my sister just put together using the colors of the box. So it was like
That's
turquoise,
beautiful.
pink, purple. There's a pink opal glass in the middle. And that's just wrapped around a nun design component.
Mm-hmm. Very
Like
pretty.
super easy. This is like a super easy Sarah Lovecraft wrap on this one that she did.
Mm-hmm.
But that should give a sense like what that box was. Anyway, long answer, lots going on, but folks should check out our weekly live sales and classes, and there's a lot of fun things going on.
Awesome. Can I go everybody here? That's cool. Andrew, where did you go? He disappeared. Maybe he's drying his pendant. Mine's drying really slowly, but it is drying. It's like
I was
slowly
looking for the
seeping.
heat.
Yeah, we're using a heat gun.
I was trying, but I can't find it. So
I was
well.
thinking I should have grabbed mine, but it's okay. It's slowly getting there. I got my beads ready to go when it dries, and I probably will have to let it set anyway because of the gel medium.
If you use a heat gun on those on the paints that you're using,
Mhm.
the vintage patina paints and I'm assuming the other one, it will help heat set it and make this finish much more sturdy.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Pro tip, y'all. Pro
For
tip.
those of you that plan ahead,
Yeah.
have your heat gun ready. Have some sanding paper too. I ended up not doing that, but I think it's going to work out okay. I feel like it's really seeping in there.
Okay.
We'll see, I guess, right?
Good luck.
Oh, goodness. Let's look at Kristen's
Ruthless.
bead table. What do you have going, Miss Kristen?
I'm making like a little loopy focal for a necklace with all of the cubes and some of the little Czech glass beads from our bead mixes that we have. And yeah, so I'm just making all of these little links with soft flex beading wire in the white and then crimping them closed with a magical crimper. And I'm trying to decide if I should just do one more loop in each color and then I make them done.
Can we get a little more demo of that? Because that is incredible.
Yeah, show us the loop.
All right, I can do that. Thank you. And then I don't know what I'm going to do up the sides yet. It might just be soft flex wire, or I might use some of that pipe chain from Nealay, or maybe a combination. Okay, so I'm just cutting a little bit of the soft flex in white.
Sam, do you think you'll be able to get more? Oops, there goes Honey.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, that's Kristen's dog. She went silent because of it, I think. Give her a second.
I did. I was like, ah!
God, I thought she was gonna eat.
Perfect timing, though. Sam, can you get more of these cubes, or was that it?
Oh, absolutely. I think I'm going to have to.
Okay,
Based on the
watch
response
out
to
for
these.
Sam's bead shop. That's where those rainbow cubes came from, and hopefully he will be stocking some more.
Yeah, just join our email list. It's joinsamsbeadshop.com, and then I'll put them on like a live sale when we get them back in stock, and folks can snag those.
Awesome.
Cool. Now that we have all of these new fun designs with them too, everyone's going to be like, I mean, they're really neat. I think they're bigger than I thought they were going to be too, which I like.
Yeah, me too. I may have to get the smaller size option eventually too, because I kind of want to mix them up.
Smaller ones. That would be fun.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, sorry, I interrupted the demo that I requested.
That's okay. My dog started it. So I'm just stringing. I decided to do 3, have the cube in the middle, and then 2 other just check glass beads. I've got a 2x2 millimeter crimp tube on the soft flex wire, and then I'm just going to hook it through the loops that are here already, and then go back through the crimp to make a loop. And it's a little haphazard, this part. So my first one I started and made it nice and neat, but then when I add all the little extras, I just go a little more haphazard with it. And I made the sizes a little different too. So the first one was a really large loop, and then we've got some smaller loops. And then use my magical crimper. I put the crimp right in the center, give it a good squeeze, and it's ravioli time. We make a ravioli, 4 pinch corners, put it back in, 90 degrees.
Not a soft flex video without a ravioli time.
I'm serious. You just can't even get away from it. We are carb loading all the time. And then trim off your excess. And that's it. And now I just keep going. I'm just going to do another blue, another green.
Awesome.
And just let it kind of be a wild little cha-cha looking thing, I think.
It's such a great technique because that could become a bracelet, like and a matching necklace. That's stunning.
Uh-huh.
Totally.
Cute.
Good job.
So
Good
fun
job.
for summer.
It's actually really fun as a bracelet. And I think it's just about the size of my wrist too. So maybe it'll be a bracelet. I don't know. Good
Kristen,
idea.
you get an A+.
Thank you.
Here's a toy that my coworker in the office made. My coworker Shelly, who's been with Softflex for nearly 2 decades, if not 2 decades now, at least close to it. She got one of the kits, and she made this sweet little piece.
Oh my goodness.
With the kit, but look at how cool her little centerpiece is.
Oh.
I love those little wire people. They just crack me up.
They're so cute.
Shelly did such a good job on that.
Yeah, she's very talented. So if you ever call into Softflex and you get Shelly, you can tell her you got to see her Love is Love design and were impressed by it. So I think it turned out really great. She did a nice job. And then I have one more to show and tell. My coworker Terry, and she's been with us for less than a year, and she made this beauty, which I thought was really. There's this really fun little orange piece at the bottom with little leaves, and then she went the whole rainbow.
That's so great. I love that.
Brooke says, everybody call tomorrow at 10 a.m. I feel like Kelly wouldn't appreciate that. Maybe space it out every 5 minutes or
That would be appreciated, I'm sure.
So everybody at Softflex who wanted one of these Love is Love kits got one from us on the house so they could create some designs too. James, did you ever get Janice's design?
I sure did. It's right here.
Oh, good. Let me go over to you and you can show us. This is Janice. Janice does our accounting. So this is way out of her wheelhouse.
Right?
But she's so creative. And I think she has a lot of fun when she gets to get one of the kits and make with it.
Yeah, she used like all of the tube chain and then used all the cubes, the little.
And that little pendant at the bottom, can you show that up close?
It's so adorable. I just love it. I'm glad that we went with this one. I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger, but I still love it.
Yeah, that piece is from Lily Pilly, and we've been good friends with Lily Pilly for years and years and years. And they're just an excellent company. They don't do a lot online. I think they have an online store, but they don't do a lot of social media. So I don't feel like everyone gets to see them as often as maybe you should, because they have a lot of really great stuff. So if you get a chance, go check them out, do a Google search and see if you can find them and check out their stuff. And that's a little tiny one, but they have great big pendants too that they put words on or beautiful designs. They have a lot of really lovely stuff.
And this little charm is in the kit. So if you're able to snag one of those last 9, you can get one of those.
Awesome. All right, let me go back.
I thought that little charm was like a perfect for a bracelet or something too. It was a very sweet size. I liked it a lot.
Nealay, how are you done with those earrings? What happened?
I think I myself and Andrew are like in the zone here. I feel like we're probably the quietest.
You're just
But I don't know,
making.
I'm just sitting here just like enjoying listening to you guys actually and making stuff. But yeah, I use the pipe chain and I put both the craft wire and the beading wire through it. So I got a sort of a frame set up for something to happen, but I don't know what I want to do.
So the Softflex craft wire will retain a shape. So that black piece that's sticking out on each side is the craft wire. And that's what's making it into that kind of rounded shape. And then the beading wire is more flexible. So then you can string your beads, which is going to look cool.
I think so. I don't quite know if I want a symmetrical pattern or if I want something that's, I don't know, rainbowy, since it's a theme today. I mean, anything could happen in the next 15 minutes. So,
right?
That's what we got.
Let's see what Andrew's doing. What are you up to?
Nothing. Waiting for paint to dry.
Me too.
I know.
Why didn't I
It's
paint
getting
this ahead of
there.
time?
Well, I didn't get the brief that we were allowed to, so I would have done like a reveal, like cooking on the TV, you know?
Right. Mine's close. It's got just like that little bit left there. But I did want to tell you guys, this is a big week for Softflex. Not only do we have this great live beading party, but we're also doing a poolside jewelry making workshop with our friends at Jesse James Beads. We still have a few kits for that left as well. You can find those at softflexcompany.com. It kicks off tomorrow. And tomorrow, I believe, is Deb. You're here. Is it you tomorrow, Deb? And then Joyce Trowbridge. And then I think on Friday it's me and Brittany, but I might have Deb and Brittany backwards. Either way, it's 4 designers. Each designer seems to have multiple designs ready, except for me. I have one. Actually, let me just show you. This is what I'll be making. I am making a very long lariat that I cannot even fit in this frame. I don't know how I'm going to fit this. So it's a chain at the bottom, and then I have some Softflex at the top, and then I have a second option where you can bead the back rather than the Softflex. So that's what I will be teaching on Friday, and you'll be able to find those on the Jesse James Beads page, their Facebook page, I believe, and we'll share it on Softflex as well.
Oh, Donna is asking, how long did it take my pendant to dry on Monday? You know, that's a good question. I don't think it took that long, but I painted the pendant first, and then I worked on my necklace. So by the time the video was over, it was kind of dry. So I want to say maybe it did take like 30 minutes or so before it felt like it was workable. And someone asked, I don't remember who it was, but they asked where I got these little hearts from for my earring and necklace here. These little guys. And I got them from our pop-out, our wooden jewelry pop-out.
I should be painting some of those.
They, I think this is the last one we have left, is the Love and Peace one. And they were in here. I popped them out right there in that little corner. And that was...
We have some new ones coming.
We do? Which ones? I don't even remember.
We just ordered them.
Oh,
ask the procurement specialist.
Right? Don't be surprised. You're gonna love them. I swear.
Yay! I know. I
Yeah,
love all of
they're
them.
good.
So
They're
I'm
kind
sure.
of a mix of our next two kits. So our kit that's coming out soon is, well, the kit that we're going to be showing is the Aloha. And then our next kit is Peace and Love. And so it's kind of a mixture of those two themes.
Oh, hey, can I show the earrings I have on? Because I wanted to show my little Softflex rainbow. These I made a couple of years ago.
Let me go in and show. Are you want your hand cam or?
Yeah, my hand cam is probably better.
All right, let me find that. Oh, those are so cute.
Aren't they cute?
I love those.
They're so cute.
Oh, they're great. I wonder if I should.
Had yellow and orange.
Yes.
For those that have invested in some yellow and some citrine.
And I think you can still get them in maybe trios. I'm not sure.
If we have trios for those colors that are already made, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But some of you might have the yellow and the citrine in your stash. And so then you can make a pair of earrings like this. I have a video on YouTube how to make those. And they're just so fun. And it's sad that we don't have those two rainbow colors anymore.
It's kind of handy to have the procurement guy here that can answer questions about what we have for sale.
I don't know who that would be. Technical difficulties. I gotta go.
Do I have to come every Wednesday now? No.
Yeah. You got to be careful. It's a slippery slope.
You really do with you guys.
Andrew, put your pendant back. I want to see it.
Ooh,
How cool is that?
Oh, that's
How did
pretty.
you get the texture? Is that from the sandpaper?
No, that's from my brush.
Ooh, that looks so
It
good.
looks really good.
I went like this.
What are you, an artist or something?
I
Yeah.
think so. That's what the
Exactly.
degree says.
Right?
And then I put some glitter on top. But I want to get some chunky glitter, so that's what I was looking for just a second ago. And then I'm gonna go and do a chunky glitter on top and let that dry. And then I'll take an antiquing glaze and go on top of it, so it's a little bit more in keeping with this dark rainbow kind of theme.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
awesome.
obviously not getting done tonight. But
Yeah.
Mine is not either.
Well, you
And
can send us
Andrew-
pictures to post later this week, whenever it
Okay.
gets done.
Andrew, I think you have quite a few videos on your channel that talks about all different ways to finish off those wooden pendants, don't you?
Yeah, we a lot of the GBE ones we did, the early ones were on how to embellish the surfaces, and yeah, so a lot of those, and then a lot of the YouTube ones also on how to add embellishments or to color, and every day we come up with something new, so it's pretty exciting.
That's awesome.
I like them. I still like them.
They're beautiful.
Thanks.
So I went ahead and added my sparkle and I added my flower. I'm testing out using this acrylic medium. I don't know that it's the perfect fit. Andrew's much better at this than I am, but it's what I have. So that's what I'm going to use. And we'll see how it ends up working out and how it wears. But it's drying now.
Are you using it like as a decoupage medium?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should work.
Like almost like collage, like I would on a collage paper.
Yeah. You're doing great.
Thank you. Who here has an art degree of some kind?
I do.
I have most of an opera degree.
I do.
I think
Nealay?
mine's an art. Yes.
Yeah, yours is an art degree.
It's the
I think
graphic
I'm
design
the only one
degree.
here that doesn't. I have a degree in leadership. That's
And-
why That's why I'm in charge of the screens right now.
I should say that
Makes
you don't
perfect
need
sense.
a degree. Like
You don't.
totally,
No,
it's,
you don't. Totally.
it's nice to have it if you can do it, but I think we come in contact with a lot of people who come from all different backgrounds and walks of life. And like my niece, she's super creative and super artistic, but she's steering away from going to art school, which I guess it's like living in an art school and both of your parents are artists and all of your extended family is artists. So
Art
She's like,
school
I
can
got
also
that
like
covered.
ruin everything, like your raw talent that you have. And
Yeah,
like
art school can
once
be
you start
rough.
to commercialize and stuff, like it really does change a huge perspective on how you art or how you go about finding inspiration and stuff.
I don't know. I really enjoyed my art schooling, and I think that after getting it, it's much easier to teach when you have that background because you can draw from so many different things that you learned at the art school.
Yeah, I learned a lot of competition at my art school, like intense competition to the point where it was really a very stressful experience because that's just not my personality, but that's okay. I learned a lot of really good things too. I think just as a whole, it can be really difficult. It can squash people a little bit.
I think I was too young, honestly. Like I didn't know who I was at the time, so I was trying to figure things out, and it took a while to kind of get comfortable with myself and to know. And so really within the last year is when I've been really seriously pursuing my art career. And so it only took like 20 years.
It's been a real joy to watch, what you're doing, Andrew, because you're doing so many different interesting things and learning so many new techniques and tools. And I've just been really blown away by what you've accomplished in the last year.
Thank you. Well, I probably should say 2 years because it started in the pandemic time.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of asked myself what I wanted to do, when I was sitting by myself with the William and the cats. And I said, what am I going to do with if I only had one chance left, what would I do? And I always wanted to go back to school, but when you get to a certain point, it's kind of hard to leave behind all those responsibilities. So that's when I found some of my local craft schools nearby, and I've been really lucky that we live semi-close to those places. And so that's how I got involved, and I've been really pushing it. So we've got an exhibition coming up in Tennessee, and I just got back from Snag, and lots of stuff.
What a beautiful thing to come out of the pandemic. I'm always a glass is half full kind of lady. And I definitely see all the not great stuff that happened during the pandemic, and it still goes on to this day. But I feel like it really shook things up so much that for some people, it really helped them to take a moment and find a new path, like a path forward that felt more natural or better for them. So that's a really beautiful thing.
I resonate a lot with that, Sarah.
Yeah, I do too. I think it gave us all a pause and some space in a way that we didn't maybe have before to give ourselves that second to say, hey, what am I doing, right?
Yeah. And then for us here at Softflex, it gave us, some new collaborative options that may not have happened otherwise. We collaborate 1,000 times more now than we did 3 years ago. And that's been really lovely, and really wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I wouldn't even be here today without the very unfortunate pandemic, but like it's the reality. Like I wouldn't have gotten back to beading without that pause that we all kind of had.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel very thankful for at least that silver lining that came of it.
Yeah, Sam, tell us, for those that don't know, how did you get into beading?
Yeah, I mean, my family's very crafty and very musical, so I always grew up in both. My mom had a kids clothing business for a few years. My sister always made jewelry when I was growing up, and I was always very intrigued and like would want to be involved. So I was always aware of the beading world. And in high school, I was doing some of the shop in a very like small form. But then it was like June of 2020, I was making too much sourdough. And my dad said, I think you might want to start up the business again. And I was like, yeah, go away. And
he's like, I can't take that starter anymore. Get it?
It's like too much friggin' banana bread. And I told him to go away, but then I went ahead and started the business, like up again. I posted, I was like, hey, is anyone still around, still beading? And the community was still there. That was there from my high school years, and that's when I like really started hitting the ground running of running the shop the most consistently I ever have. I literally haven't stopped since that day in June of 2020.
That's awesome.
It's kind of amazing to see how the shop has evolved, how much the shop has evolved. I mean, I did everything then, and now that we have 5 employees in the office and much busier. So
that's a big difference.
Very thankful.
Yeah.
So were you a child model?
Where did that come from?
His mom owned a kids store.
Oh, clothing store. Oh, yeah. I totally went right over my head. I was like, wait, what?
I love that that's the first question Andrew's asked to me yet. I'm obsessed. No, I don't think I was a very cute child. I think I was like good cute until like 3 years old, and then like kind of most kids that kind of become ugly for a while, but you tell them they're cute. I was one of those kids for a while.
I don't believe that.
And then it took a while to figure things out of like how to take care of curly hair again, because I had no idea how, and I tried to brush it like Justin Bieber, which doesn't work.
Oh, boy.
Sounds like
answer your question?
Who's out there?
Wait, what do you say, Andrew?
I didn't know what you looked like for years.
Yeah, I just ran the business, and I didn't really I was honestly too scared to like put my face on the business for many years, because I didn't think people would take a company run by a young guy seriously. But then the pandemic started, I was like, no, I want to do classes. I want to like build a community, and kind of had to slowly start getting comfortable with that and putting my face out there, which was terrifying at first. And I'm so thankful I did, because I feel like it's how I've been able to connect with so many new beaders is through the classes and meeting teachers. Like, I mean, Sarah, we met in like March of 2021. We did our like first beading party together. I remember it distinctly. It was so much fun, and like that's the sort of community that I realized like is really there in the beading world, and like what makes it so vibrant. It's not the beads, it's the people at the end of the day.
Right.
It's kind of the beads, though.
Yeah.
Beads first.
It's the beads.
Let's get our priorities straight.
Yeah,
that's funny. Wow.
I think when you are authentically yourself, you will pull in more people that are also authentically themselves, and you will create a more beautiful, loving community.
I
You know?
totally agree. I mean, and that's the whole theme right in Pride right now. It's just about showing up authentically and loving authentically. So I think that is very on par, aligned right now.
Yep, I agree.
Cindy thinks we all need to put up baby pictures of us to see.
Y'all.
Whoa.
I was never a baby.
Picture collage. I'm into
You were
it.
never a baby.
Nope.
I took a really long time before I had hair. I think I didn't have hair till like way past 1.
Did they give you a
Really?
child wig?
I just had like a little peach fuzz going on. Now I have a lot of hair.
You do,
But yeah.
which it's kind of surprising for you to say that you didn't have hair for so long.
It was waiting.
It was waiting. It had to percolate a little bit longer.
I feel like Nealay just left. He was like,
No, I'm still here. I'm
He's
computering.
like, done.
Yeah, he's texting.
I've made my 2
class.
pieces. I'm
You're like,
out.
I'm done. Now I'm drinking my
I did my
mimosas.
deeds.
I'm busy making mimosas. Is that what you said?
I said, now I'm drinking my mimosas.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I
I'm
know
gonna
that
have wine
it's already 4:05 and we're probably going to have to get going pretty soon because I can't keep you guys forever as much as I would really love to, because you're all some of my favorite people. But I'll give you maybe 5 more minutes. And then if you don't finish up today, just shoot over a picture when you do, and we will post it up onto our Instagram and across our entire network for everyone to see.
No pressure.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Thanks.
Yeah, you
Get
guys
it
are
together.
slow.
There's that leadership. There's that leadership happening again.
Remember when Nealay had that?
So,
Remember when Nealay had that whole pendant done when the first 3 minutes of the
I
stream?
know.
no, he operates that way.
I didn't have this one pre-planned. If that's Sarah's what you're getting at.
I wasn't accusing you of anything, Nealay.
Accusing me of pre-planning.
Well, some of y'all got a full like 8 extra hours.
We all know Andrew likes like 4 hours.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, if you want the Filipino guilt trip, I can bring it out.
If you watch
Oh,
the Crimping
yes.
trade, you know Andrew can
live
just
for it.
make and make and make.
I'm
know,
just glad
I-
you got your kit on time, Andrew. That was what I was concerned about.
Yeah, me too. Not because of you, but because we were running around and you know, that's the way. And I don't get to spend as much time in the store anymore, so I don't actually know what happens anymore.
James, can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration for this kit? Because I think you were the one who really had some amazing ideas that got it going.
Well, it was really just a passion project for me because there's a lot of companies out there that do, you know, pride sort of things inauthentically. And, you know, it's rainbow wash everything and they don't really actually mean it. But I intentionally chose you guys because we're all, you know, friendly, as it were. And so that was what I was doing. I was trying to bring us all together and give back in a way. And we're actually going to be able to donate as well a portion of our sales for this kit back to the Trevor Project, I think is what we chose.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. It's one of my favorite nonprofits.
And James picked that nonprofit.
Yeah,
Yep.
we had a few choices, but that was a good one.
Yeah. Do you want to tell folks what their mission is?
Well, I'm not like 100% like verbatim, but I know that it is the National anti-suicide for LGBTQ group youth.
Yeah.
So it's like a outreach program. They run a couple of suicide hotlines, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're a really fantastic organization.
It's important because like I think the number is 10% more likely if you're a questioning youth that you'll at least consider suicide. So we need those resources for somebody to reach out for, that know what they're going through.
Yeah, absolutely.
100% agree.
Yeah, it's really important. It's really, really important.
I love their It Gets Better project that they did. Because
What was that?
There's a columnist named Dan Savage who
Sure.
Oh, I love him. He's in Seattle.
Yeah, if you're sensitive, you might have to clutch your pearls with that one. But he spearheaded this project where different celebrities and people who were influential shared about how it got better for them. And I think for people who are young, it can sometimes feel like you're completely by yourself or you're isolated. And that is kind of the only way, is like these feelings of shame and being dirty and all these other things, which I think are lessened now, like as opposed to when I was growing up. When I was growing up, it was very shameful, and it was very associated with like a death sentence. So having those people being able to present it as an alternative, and that it can be a joyous thing to be true to yourself, I think is an important thing.
I mean, we have come a long ways, but we still have a long ways to go.
Yes.
Yeah. I also think that kids are just mean too, especially when they're uneducated or just don't have enough information or anything out there that would help the acceptance and inclusion part of who we are as humanity.
I think one of the other things that's really unfortunate is that families are really rough too. And that even if you have some support in your family, it's really hard to have support throughout your family. And those kids struggle a lot.
Yeah, can you speak a little bit about the group you're part of? I think that's so sweet.
Yeah, I'm part of a group called Mama Bears. You can go to mamabears.org to find out some more information about it. But they do some amazing work. If you need support as a parent or a family member, it's a great place to go. It's really private. They take their privacy super seriously, which is very helpful for people that need to reach out and discuss what's going on in their families. And the things they do, the programs they put together, they show up for people's weddings. You could be a stand-in mom, which is really cool. You can do lots of different care packages that you can send to a kid that may be struggling, and just ways to reach out and say, hey, you have a whole community behind you. There's a lot of love out there for you, even if you're not feeling it right now in your current situation. So it's really, really special.
Wow, that sounds like a really special organization.
Yeah, and I am a mama bear.
Oh, I believe it.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys for all being here today. I'm going to try to get us in a rainbow order here. Let me see if I can do it.
I can probably take my other thing out of
here, and you go here. There we go. Is
That's
that
great.
it?
Do you want to
Fantastic.
take your? Sorry, do you want to take your other one out of the stream for a second? So
if
it's
I do,
just
I can't talk.
Oh, that's where your sound is.
It is. Oh wait, is it?
No, I don't think it is.
Maybe I can. Let me see. Remove. Can you guys
Wow,
still
look at us as a rainbow.
I love it.
Looks so good. Thank you guys for being here with us today. Thank you for contributing to our kit. It really meant a lot to be able to put it together, especially for James. I think it was a lot of fun for him.
It actually gave me all the feels.
We support that 100%. Andrew, you spent a lot of time on your background. So
Whoa, Andrew. It looks amazing.
It looks
Look
beautiful.
at that, you guys.
It's so elaborate.
Not only is he wearing orange, but then he went like all orange in the background. And
I love
look
the
at
cat.
that
I
painting
switched
behind
out the
him.
cat too.
Can you show us the painting behind you?
Oh,
I'll show you my. This is my regular cat, and then I was like,
I love
"Well,
that.
the orange cat." So
it's amazing.
That is amazing.
painting. And this has a nice message
It's
that I think.
so pretty.
Oh, I love that. It's beautiful.
Is that a Kristen?
Yeah.
Mhm. That's a
Oh,
great
Right.
message to think about as we end.
I didn't even see that, so thanks for pointing that out, Sarah. I was like hidden in there. You're so sweet, Andrew. That was great.
You're the best
Wow.
orange wearer ever.
I try when I get an assignment. I try to do the assignment. I didn't know we had a pre-plan though, because I would have done a little bit extra beforehand. Otherwise, you just saw me paint this basically.
Which I
That
You
was
think
did a great
perfect.
job.
it was a
I think it
wonderful.
looks amazing too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
At least
So you
have a
guys
nice
will-
background.
you guys will take pictures of what you make in the next few days whenever you finish it, and I will post it all over. So you guys can check that out on our Instagram page for sure, and I'll try to highlight them into a highlight section so you can flip through them very easily as they come in. And I just want to thank all of you guys for being here. And then, of course, everybody out there for watching and being supportive of this kit. We really appreciate it. We'll be making our donation next week to the Trevor Project, which we're really excited to be able to do. And, of course, we'll be back tomorrow with our pool party with the folks over at Jesse James Beads. You'll be able to find that on the Jesse James Beads Facebook page, but I'm sure we'll share it to our own page as well. And we'll have 2 designers tomorrow night and then 2 designers on Friday night and lots of designs to share. So you can still get a kit for that on the website, softflexcompany.com. And just to go over it one more time, Andrew Thornton's from allegorygallery.com. Sam, is it samsbeadshop.com?
That's it.
samsbeadshop.com. And then Nealay, I can never get yours. SilverSilk.com.
SilverSilkOnline.com.
I've got it down. I did it. Okay,
No,
so
I wish I could have SilverSilk.com, but someone else stole that. So
I think you should buy the domain like NealayTheCowboy.com just to redirect.
Redirect it over.
just redirect. I like that.
So do go check out all those websites and please support these lovely small businesses that we love so much here at SoftFlex. So good night, everybody. I'm going to end this broadcast now.
Bye.
Bye.